Hello, is anybody here? Okay, I'll start my class. Probably you'll join. So, the first thing that I have to share with you is the lesson that you will probably receive today is the time management skills, and we have the definition and some examples here. What are the things that we can do? uh, what are the time management skills? Organization, prioritization, goal setting, communication, planning, delegation. All these things are uh, part of time management. And what you have to remember here is that we are trying to what can I say? Make time management skills a part of our not just organizational skills, work skills, but life skills. So we have to organize, we have to prioritize, we have to set goals, we have to communicate about the goals or about the other things, delegations, and we have to manage stress. If we can do all these things, we can actually become great time managers. Now, what I will explain these things in this particular article, which you probably receive either in this class or in the next class. So, what are the 10 time management skills? First is delegation of task. When you look at the task together, you'll find that there are certain tasks which, I'm sorry, I am trying to bring something else. Yeah. So there are certain tasks which can be done and certain tasks which you cannot do but you need someone else to do it for you. Probably it may be your office colleagues, your family members, anybody. It is not necessary to do all the tasks that you need to do in a particular day. What happens is, what we always do is, or what has to be done is, when you get to an organization, you'll find out that after 2 or 3 days, you are being given as much work as anyone else is given. So if as much as work as anyone else is given, um, just a moment, guys. Let's continue. Okay. So sorry, I'll share the next. I'll share the screen, and what we have to do is, um, we have to delegate the task. So how do I delegate a task? I When I join the organization, I have 10 tasks. I go today and I find 10 tasks. Now 10 tasks, when I look at them properly, I find out that they are not necessary to be done today. What we have to do is, we have to do something today, submit something tomorrow, submit something within a week, within 2 weeks, within a month. So like that, there are different deadlines of them. Company has already set those deadlines. What we have to do is, we have to take those tasks. If that is a big task, we break it down into smaller tasks. And if we find out, that is called prioritizing or scheduling of tasks, and we find out which task needs to be done which day. Suppose I have broken down task number 5, which has to be submitted in a month, and I find that there are 40 different or 30 different steps that need to be completed. So that is why I have been given a month. It means there are 30 steps. So each day I have to, each day I have to follow, finish one small subtask. So what I do is I take up from those 30 tasks, I take the first important one, the first thing that can be done, and I do it, keep it in today's list. Then I take up something which has to be finished in 7 days, and I found out it can be it has subtasks. It can be broken down into subtasks of 5 days. So I plan it in 5 different days. Each day I have to finish. Each 1 day or 2 day I have to finish one task so that the task can be done in 7 days. Next, I find out another task which has to be completed today or which has to be completed tomorrow, but I find a part of it I cannot do it. I have to delegate it to someone. So I delegate that part of the task first of all, so that that person can plan the how to do that, and then I make my schedule or prioritize my work. Next is setting up deadlines. Now, what happens when you set up the deadlines is you know when to finish the task, and then you plan it likewise. We all know that if the deadline is 10th, then if I plan my work to be finished on 10th, I will never be able to finish it. So I have to plan it in such a way that according to the plan, the work should be finished by 5th. If something goes wrong, I have 3 or 4 more days. So I decide that I have to finish the work on 5th. If something goes wrong, also I make the target of finishing it by 7th. If something more goes wrong, definitely everything will be finished by 10th. So I give myself some space for something going wrong, some mistakes that can happen. So that is what is prioritizing things are, that is what is delegating things are. Next thing that comes up is overcoming procrastination. What happens is sometimes when we have a big task to finish, we don't know, we don't know whether we can really start the work because that work is difficult. That is why we have been given more time. But we think about what will go wrong, what may happen. Okay, I'll start this thing. Let me get over these things and then I'll start it. And we are procrastinating. We are thinking about it and moving it in the back side. That is procrastinating. If we take a big task and divide it into smaller tasks, all the smaller steps that we have to take, what happens is it breaks down, and then it becomes easier. It becomes small bites. It is said that if you have to eat a lamb, then break the lamb into smaller pieces and cut the lamb into smaller pieces, and cut those smaller pieces into even smaller chunks which can be bitten and eaten. At the end of the day or at the end of a certain time, you'll find the entire lamb has been consumed. So break your lamb into smaller pieces. Next comes is dealing with stress and avoiding multitasking. So what happens is, if we multitask, if we do more than one task at a time, we will find that we are actually not finishing anything. So what we have to do is we have to take a particular task and focus on it for a particular time. We can set ourselves a timer. We have timers in our watch. We have timers available online. We have timers which can be downloaded both on desktop and our mobile phones. We can use that. Just set a timer for 30 minutes or 20, 25 or 20 minutes and do one particular task for that amount of time. Then after 20, 25 or 30 minutes, you'll find that if you take a break, again working for 30 minutes become easier. So what you do is after 30 minutes, when your timer goes off, you just get up, move around, maybe smile at someone, have a glass of water or use the washroom for a bit, and then come splash a bit of water on your face, come back and start doing on your work. So that way you don't get stressed. Next thing is, when you have taken a bigger task and divide it into small chunks, and you know that I have to finish only this much today, you don't get stressed also. Your mind is relaxed and you can do whatever is necessary. Next thing that this start tell you is to start early. So when you have to do certain difficult tasks or certain things that are important, it is said that start your day early, start working early, go to your company, start working within the first 20 maximum 15 minutes. Because if you don't, if you start gossiping or doing some other things, if you don't start with your important task immediately, you'll find, or maybe making some plan immediately, you'll find that you are unable to finish the task because you have got things came up and you got diverted. So start early. Taking regular breaks helps you de-stress not only your mind but also to be more active. That is why we need to take regular breaks. And more important thing, one of the most important thing is, when you have planned your day, when you have made certain plans and you have no time to add anything extra, and some one comes and tells you that you should be doing some other work, just try to telling them no in a very nice way. Tell them that you are so jam packed today that you won't be able to do the particular thing today. You will uh, probably he can keep it with him and you'll try to work on it later on, because you have lots of things to do and you need to submit them today. These are primary importance for you, so you are not going to take any other work. That can be one way of saying. um, you will get another document which talks about time management skills for workplace. Here lots of names are given, just read through them, you'll understand. This is nothing very difficult or serious. Last thing that I have to tell you is the assignment. Sorry. Yeah, I have given two links. One link is 30 management skills and examples for your resume. So how can you add your efficient time management skills in your resume? This is a general resume, but if you want to add your time management skill, this particular area that you see, it is explained later on in the article. So read it and you'll understand that in the skill sector, I have given which skills is most I am most efficient in. Next comes what, next comes what. So a manager who is reading this will understand that I'm a great time manager and I have helped him save his time and given the skills in this way so that he can read it and understand. Here I have another article which says not 10 but 17 essential time management skills. They are very small details, so go ahead and read it. This is not something which is much important. Last thing, I'll come to the assignment that I have given. This assignment says that you have to write an article in 1,000 words and time management tips for college students. So make your own plan, manage the time, how you are going to manage it, write about it, make a future planning, not today's planning, but plan about the future for say 5 years from now or 10 years from now, and then what type of coaching or what type of lessons or what type of um, expertise you are gathering for yourself, or you should gather yourself, and how do you plan to do that. Make a plan of that, break them into bit sizes, make a plan, detailed plan of that, and give that plan to us. That is if you start writing about that, write it in a point wise way. Don't write paragraphs after paragraphs, write it point wise. And as a result, you will find that you have successfully made a very nice plan. Okay, so I think since none of you joined this class, I think I'll post this recording, and this is more or less enough. If you have any questions, please get in touch with me in the group, in the class, and we can go ahead. Okay.